Hi, I'm Lesley Logan. Let's talk swimming on your small barrel.
Welcome to OnlinePilatesClasses.com, the most supportive Pilates-loving community across the globe. Enjoy new weekly classes from our amazing teachers. Download the OnlinePilatesClasses.com app today.
So swimming on your small barrel is not very much different than swimming on your spine corrector, except for height, right? The height, and then also you don't have the steps. So it can be a great tool to use, either because you are a fun-sized person, you don't have a spine corrector, or maybe the height of the spine corrector that you have is just a little bit scary because it can feel like you're gonna fall. So swimming is part of a little series you would do, which would be like swan swimming and rocking. All right. I put the small barrel in the onlinepilatesclasses.com barrels flashcard deck on purpose. While it'd be pretty easy for to say, like, you could do this on a small barrel and just only film a spine corrector, I feel like I'm a visual person and I would like to see it on the piece of equipment I'm going to be using. So if you're using a small barrel like this, this is for you. And yes, it's going to look similar to the spine corrector, and that's great. But this way you can actually see what it would look like on a small barrel without having that step there. So let's get into it. You will want to put yourself on the apex of the barrel. Usually you'll play with like the belly button being somewhere on the apex or just in front of it or just behind it. All of our bodies are different, so it depends on where you're at. What we don't want to do is push our belly into the barrel. And what's cool about swimming is you actually set up for swimming before you do swan, and then you go do swan and you transition into swimming because the two have the same setup. So because I'm just going to show you swimming, well, I'm just going to get you into the swimming exercise, but you want to be able to lift your legs up. Now, for me, I reach my tailbone towards my heels so that way I'm not pushing my lower back down. Spin your inner thighs up. It's going to feel like internal rotation, and then reach your arms forward. You should be able to balance here. If you crash at either end, you need to move. So if I crash forward, then I need to kind of move back. If I crash down, I move forward, right? So reach the tailbone long, lift the hip points, bend the inner thighs, and then we just swim opposite arm and leg. And you breathe in and out, and in and out. And then you can rest, or you can transition into your rocking. I will show that transition in the next video. So if you are looking at this from the barrels flashcard deck for onlinepilatesclasses.com, you'll see the transition as on that card as well. The transition from swan to swimming is arms go here, and then you just go right into it. So you start like a superhero and then go into it. So that is your swimming on a small barrel. You can always sit back, do a child's pose over the barrel, do some cat-cows. But most importantly, you should also see what your swimming is like on the mat. So you do it on here, and then you do it on the mat and see what this taught you. What did it feel like to have a smaller surface area, not a ton of space to balance on? How much does that make you work your whole body? Because when we're on the mat, sometimes we have too much on the mat. We're like pushing our lower back in. This really forces us to get our pelvis into position and to really reach and lift to find the longest extension or upper back, and then move our body from that space. I would love to know what this taught your body, what aha moments you had in the comments below. If you have any questions, you can drop them there as well. If you're an onlinepilatesclasses.com member, you can put them in the members only community. While we don't do spine corrector small barrel classes at OPC, I love using my small barrel, my spine corrector as a warm up to my mat or a form of practice. So I'm happy to answer your questions in there about that. Even check out your form, something we do at onlinepilatesclasses.com. If you'd like to see what it's like to be a member, go to onlinepilatesclasses.com/YouTube. And if you've got the deck, let me know how you use it in the comments below. Let me know your favorite exercise. Have an amazing day.